Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to Mornings with 60 and Me. Today's Friday, it's December the 16th. So I hope you're doing great today. It's a weekend coming up, and I think it's the last weekend before Christmas, is that right? It's getting close anyway. So I hope you've got something really fun planned for today. I'm drinking my cup of tea. I've got my Puka Love Tea, which is one of my favorites. It's got chamomile, rose, and lavender. I love the color too. I think it's really nice tea. So anyway, I hope that you got a cup of tea or coffee too, and have a really lovely morning with me here. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining me. I'm thrilled that you make this part of your day now. I love the comments that you leave in the sections below. Thank you for that. Just for taking the time to reach out to one another and to just be good friends. I'm just happy to see those relationships forming, and just thank you for the confidence and the trust that you put in 60 and Me to be here every day. So thank you. Now, I've got a topic today that is a very sensitive one for me, and I hope it brings some meaning to your life as well. And that's got to do with how having a pet can change your life in your 60s. Now, I've always had animals in my life. When I was a child myself, we had lots of cats and dogs. And then when I had my sons, of course, they also inherited my passion for animals. And I think we had everything from, hamsters to turtles and sugar gliders and all kinds of, exotic pets. And we always had dogs and cats. And they just gave us so much meaning. The children learned responsibility, and they learned how to love unconditionally, and also the responsibility of having a pet. But I also, after the children, left home and did their own things, I decided to get my own little dog. And my last pet was a little Chihuahua. Her name was Chica, and she was a blue-gray Chihuahua, quite unusual color. Was gray with a little blue tinge. And she was my very best friend in the universe. I mean, I had just been divorced, and she was my confidant and my friend, and just little wise master, little Yoda, just incredible. And of course, she was sick from the minute she was born. I didn't know this, but she had a brain disease. It was hydrocephaly. It was water on the brain. And so she gained a lot of weight. Her metabolism was a little bit off, and she didn't live very long. But I treasured Chica with my life, and I think I'm glad I had that experience because it was my dog. I had chosen her, and she was my responsibility, and she just meant a lot to me. And so we have a wonderful blogger. Her name is Pearly Ann Friedman, and Pearly Ann lives in Thailand. I actually interviewed her on 60 and Me show, and she's just an interesting, fascinating woman. Really love her, and I hope you're watching Pearly Ann, because I know you do watch sometimes. But she wrote an article about the ways that having a pet can improve your life after 60. Now, we probably didn't even need to be told this. If you've got a pet, you'd get this 1000%. But we'll just go through the things that she highlights, and I think you'll resonate with them. And I keep thinking about whether I want to get another dog, and because I travel quite a bit now, it's a little more difficult, but they do definitely add a huge positive element into your life. But the majority of people who have animals have a really strong bond with them. Dog, cats, or horses, they do take on our human characteristics, and we call them our children almost, or like fur babies, and they are really important to us. And we give them beautiful little homes and warm warmth and food, and we take care of them. That's part of it, is that sense of having a meaning, having a purpose, and so they benefit us though in many ways too. So first of all, of course, they prevent us from feeling isolated and lonely. When you've got something that makes you feel like you're wanted and needed, you just have that, you've got to go on. You've got to get on with things, and you're never alone. They are always there to keep you company, to give you a hug, to just make you feel that, that you're important. And we tell things to our pets that we wouldn't tell anyone else. I talk to my dog all the time, and they actually understand. I mean, they've done studies now where they do know that dogs don't know whether they don't understand specific words, but they get it. They know your feelings. They sense you when you're upset. And so they're really more than just a sense of security and friendship. They actually do understand you as a deep friend. So that's important. Pearly Ann mentions that people with pets tend to live longer. Research shows that people who have pets just have a stronger mental and physical health. And there's some research that they have a reduction in heart disease. I think it's cut by like 1/3 if you have a pet. I should make sure we've got the reference for that, but it's really, really interesting. Also, people with pets have this kind of caring mentality. So they take care of their pets and they also take care of themselves. So they take the dog to the vet, they go to the doctor, and they just keep their health in check. So that's another benefit to having a pet. They keep you healthy. Another thing is that pets give you a way to stress release, so to release your stress and calm down. They actually, like when you hold a pet and you stroke a cat or a dog, you actually are generating serotonin and other feel-good hormones in your brain. So it's not we didn't make it up. I mean, this is for real. And the stress preventing hormones really do help you feel better. And they also, lower our blood pressure and heart rate. So these are things that have been proven people with pets benefit from. We've mentioned this briefly, but a third thing is that pets give us a sense of purpose. They give us meaning. They give us a reason to get up in the morning, get that leash, take the dog for a walk, hug the cats. It's just a way to give your day a routine and some structure so that you feel that there's a point. And so I think that's really important. They give meaning to our days, and then at the end of the day, they give us a sense of accomplishment. We've taken care of our little pet. We've fed them. We've taken them for walks. We've given them hugs and kisses, and we just feel like we did it. We accomplished it. It gives a sense of accomplishment. I think that's really important. They do improve our mental health. They brighten up your day. You just cannot. When Chica she would wiggle around your little tail, and you just start laughing. She was so funny. And you just feel energized and enlivened by the little tricks that your dogs do. And by the way, if you don't have a dog or a cat, do not despair. There may be lots of reasons. One may be that you have an allergy, or that you can't, like me, you travel a lot, or that you just don't want the responsibility every day. There are some very cute videos on YouTube. Of course, there's lots of people who get their animals to do ridiculously obscure, attention-getting things. But there are some really just cute pictures of dogs and cats just being dogs and cats. And if you just love to watch them, honestly, at the end of watching the video, you will feel better. You will have laughed, you will have smiled, and it helps you feel better. So I think that's important. The other thing that they do as part of this mental health is they give you a sense of responsibility and a sense of confidence, that you can manage another little life. This actually is another little person. You can manage that, and you can be responsible, and that gives you a really great sense of confidence. So that's another reason. Finally, Pearlie Ann talks about a kind of important one too, about depression. I think a lot of women in their 60s do have moments of loneliness and depression. I think we don't talk about it sometimes. I think that's that perfectly hidden depression that Margaret Rutherford talks about, where you don't admit it. But by having a pet, you really do feel distracted from those day-to-day worries, from the things that just get you down, things that just overwhelm you. And so I think having a pet does help you with depression. It's hard to be depressed and have to focus on an animal. So I think that's really important. They make us feel needed and wanted. So I think they serve that purpose. So those were Pearlie Ann's reasons why having a pet can help our health after 60. And I have two more suggestions that you might want to consider if you're interested in this. One is that they are excellent dating coaches. When you go out into the world with a little pet on a leash and go to a pet park or just walk down the streets, I guarantee you will get people smiling at you. They will sometimes stop you and say, "Oh, what a sweet dog," or cat. I thought you could take your dog or your cat for a walk, but mostly dogs. They will say, "Oh, what a sweet dog," and they get to know you. They know something about you. It's a conversation starter. It's just a way to have a chat. So I think they're very excellent dating coaches, free. Well, not free because you feed them, but they're not expensive. And then the final thing I think dogs are very, very good at is they're good gym workout exercise coaches, because you have to get up with most dogs every day and go for a walk. So that's at least one of your 3 or 4 walks that you should do every day. And so they're just really good at getting you motivated to stay healthy and lose weight. So more than enough reasons to think about getting a pet. And of course, if you don't like animals, or you don't want a pet, this is not obviously going to be that exciting for you to listen to. But I think it's nice to have something in your life that makes you feel wanted. So hopefully those who don't have pets have something else, have a strong family or strong friends or partner. But anyway, I hope that you found this interesting. Thank you, Pearlie Ann, for the article. It's really great. I know Pearlie Ann loves her kitties. She has got a whole dynamic going on around cats, and a little shop she's just opened with pet jewelry and little cat earrings, which are very sweet. So Pearlie Ann, thank you for the article, and thank you for listening, and I'd love your comments. If you'd like to leave your thoughts about your pets or animals in the section below, we'll all get a lot of joy out of reading them because we know it makes you joyful. And yeah, just share and start a conversation. So I guess my question for the day is very simply, do you have a dog or a cat? And what do you love most about them? Do you have a dog or a cat? And what do you love most about them? Leave your comments in the section below. We'll have a conversation. I hope you have a really fabulous day, everybody. Have a great day. And we'll see you all back here tomorrow on Mornings with 60 and Me. Bye-bye for now.